an exciting character profile this week. Because this is a character that's really cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like certain adaptations done in the mainstream media have made people less receptive to this character in general.
Right,
So
okay.
this week we're covering Katherine Kane. As always with DC characters, pardon me. This is post New 52, so only since 2011, where some things have been slightly changed. So, Katherine Kane, aka Batwoman. First appearance, Batwoman Volume 2, Number 1, November 2011.
Okay.
I believe she's actually a much older character than that, though.
Right, okay.
Katherine Kane, or Kate Kane, as she's more commonly known, is Batwoman, and she's also the cousin of Bruce Wayne.
Right.
She's an openly lesbian Jewish woman who plays socialite to the public and works in the shadows as Batwoman. I wrote that myself. I'm very proud of that.
Nice.
Kate and her twin, Beth, were born to Colonel Jake Kane and Captain Gabriella Kane. They were both active military and intelligence officers.
Okay.
Until, on their 12th birthday, their mother took them out on a trip during which they were kidnapped and attacked by terrorists. Jake and the military tried their best to save them, but they could only save Kate as her sister and her mother were already dead. Yeah, not ideal.
No.
This obviously traumatized Kate for a long, long time, with lots of difficulties, but her father was very supportive, which is actually breaking a bit of a stereotype in itself. It's quite a cliche in media for a military father to be quite absent and out of touch with their feelings. They've kind of gone the opposite way with that, which I kind of like. He was very aware of his daughter's pain and tried to help her any way he could. And because of their close bond, Kate was able to like summon his stoicism to help get her through. And as a result of their close bond, she ended up following in her father's footsteps. She worked really hard at school and in athletics and across the board, absolute top student. She then, as a result of that hard work, ended up getting accepted into West Point, which I believe is a real place, and it is like the most honorable military academy in America. It is like where your future generals go.
Right, got you.
So she worked really hard, got accepted into West Point, where she also flourished. Top of all her classes, they were getting ready to kind of fast track her out so that she could start serving. But while there, she met her first girlfriend, Sophie Moore. And this continued. And then, not far out from graduation, Kate was accused of homosexual activity by an anonymous source. She was offered a simple rank demotion and she'd be allowed to continue. But that investigation would have outed Sophie and any other closeted cadets. So instead, she resigned. And as a result, she was expelled and kicked out from West Point under the military's infamous "don't ask, don't tell" policy.
A classic tale.
Yes. This kind of sent Kate into a bit of a tailspin. She lost a lot of direction in her life. So she spent what's known as the lost year, traveling, drinking, partying, being apparently quite promiscuous, before she fell off a boat and ended up washed up on an island. Yeah, like a kind of remote island. And she fell in love with the leader of said island. But the islanders then resented her for that because they felt like she was distracting their leader from their leader's duties, protecting the island. And then in a fit of rage, her partner killed someone who was trying to like break them up, essentially. And out of disgust for the fact that this person she thought she loved so much would kill an innocent person, she left the island
Awkward.
and headed to Gotham.
Good old-
When she arrived in Gotham, she continued on the drinking, partying,
I heard
just
yeah.
just didn't know what she was doing with herself, so she was just getting drunk and partying. Until one night she was coming out of a bar and she was attacked. However, because she is Katherine motherfucking Kane, she dealt with this low-level mugger pretty easily, and she was about to kill him.
Oh.
Until the Batman arrived. And it was upon this that she realized that she needed to use her ability to help, and she decided to take up vigilantism.
Got you.
So initially what she did was she used some contacts through her and her father to find out that some military equipment had been stolen. She tracked it on the black market and bought it and used that to operate.
Right.
After about a year of being quite active as Batwoman, her father found out what she was doing. And despite being quite angry, after some discussions, he realised that she was serious about trying to help and do good. So he agreed to help her.
Oh.
On the condition that he made sure she was properly prepared.
Right. Okay.
So she then left for 3 years and underwent insane high-level training from a lot of her father's ex-colleagues from their very covert and top-secret missions, so that she could become efficient and brilliant.
Got you.
And the final test for that was she was given a mission by her father to go and rescue a mother and 2 daughters from a Russian facility.
Sounds familiar.
When she arrived, she found the mother and both the daughters were already dead. And she dismantled the terrorist, and she had the ability to kill the Russian terrorist, the leader, but chose not to. And then it was revealed that her father was in fact the Russian terrorist. And it was all a ploy to see if she was actually ready.
Oh.
And that is why this scenario seems so familiar, because her father knew that would press the right buttons.
Got you. Okay.
So then she returned to Gotham to start fighting crime. Along the way, she eventually became someone that works with the Batman. She does, I believe, use guns. But then when she started working with the Batman, I believe he kind of forced her to start using rubber bullets instead.
Right.
But yeah, she's pretty fucking badass. She's a big part of the Bat
Sounds it.
fam. I can't remember if currently the Bat fam are massively aware of her secret identity, or if they're just like, you are Bat fam, or if they're aware it's also Bruce's cousin. Of course, she's also cousins to Damien as Bruce's son. And as all the Bat fam are kind of related through adoption and just If Alfred will make you a cup of tea, your family.
The good old Vin Diesel.
Yeah, basically. But that is Katherine Kane, the Batwoman. She does.
Very cool.
There was a CW show around Batwoman recently, that was not well received because I think they changed a lot of key details, and it felt like they were just trying to do Batman as a woman rather than Batwoman.
Got you.
Is my understanding of why people weren't too fond of it.